Hello and welcome to another episode of Jason's Home Cooking. Today we're going to be making a recipe for buttermilk cornbread. Come on, let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to preheat our oven to 375 degrees. Then I'm going to grease a 9-inch pan and set it off to the side. Okay, next I'm going to put a skillet over low heat on the stove. Inside that skillet, I'm going to go ahead and melt a stick of butter. Okay, once that butter is completely melted, I'm going to go ahead and add 2/3 cup of sugar, and I'm going to stir that in. Alright, with our sugar in place, I'm going to go ahead and quickly add 2 eggs and mix them in as well. Okay, off to the side, I have 1 cup of buttermilk combined with a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm going to go ahead and add that to our mix on the stove.
Alright, now let's stir in 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of cornmeal.
Alright, I'm going to let the viewer in on a little secret. This recipe used to be called Grandma's Buttermilk Cornbread. But once I add this diced jalapeno to the mix, you're going to see this is not your grandma's cornbread anymore. All that's left to do now is to spread this mix into our 9-inch grease pan that we already set aside at the beginning. Once we got it in there looking good, no lumps, we're going to go ahead and put that in our oven and we're going to cook that for 30 minutes. Alright, let's go ahead and put that beautiful cornbread in the oven. And I'm going to set the timer for 30 minutes. Alright, let's take a look and see how it came out. Now I'd like you all to tell me something. Would a victim of child abuse be able to do this?
A victim of child abuse would never be able to do this. No way, Jose. That's kind of funny to think about a victim of child abuse trying to serve a piece of cornbread as beautiful as this. See that? Now take a look at this beautiful, perfect cornbread. Do you think a victim of child abuse could ever do that?
You think a victim of child abuse could set up a perfect dinner like this? With pre-cut butter and a candle? I'm waiting.
Thanks again for joining me in the kitchen. We'll see you next week.